Does homeowner insurance cover short-term rentals, or do you need to have another policy on top of your property before you start renting it out through the short-term rental game? Let's find out. Hey there, my name is Mike Fritz. I'm the founder of Titanium Capital Investments and Power Up Real Estate. On this channel and in my life is committed to helping you create more passive income through multifamily real estate. And this video is brought to you by our Real Estate Ignition Inner Circle, a mastermind group specifically designed for people just like you to help you get deals done quickly, leverage private money, and make sure you're getting your next deal fast so you can start creating revenue. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and join our family of investors, and also smash that thumbs up button, hit that bell notification so you get notified every single time we do a video. So does homeowners insurance cover these short-term rentals, or do we need another policy? There's a couple things to look at here when you're looking at this, because the last thing you want to happen is for somebody to slip on the sidewalk walking into your property and it not covered. So we have to make sure that you are covered before you start leveraging this short-term game. Because think about this. Oh, I'm gonna get into the short-term rental game. Great. You have somebody come in, trips over the curb, breaks their knee, and they're gonna have to have a major surgery, and it's not covered. This can be devastating to your business. And so we wanna make sure we do things right on the front end so we don't have to worry about things like that. So the first thing you have to understand, it depends on your policy. Some policies cover what happens inside your home, and some people don't cover if you're using it as a profit center. So if you're going away and you're renting your property out once a year, most homeowners insurance will cover that. If they're in and out every single week and every single month and it looks like it's a profit center and not a home you live in, homeowners insurance is just that. They're gonna say, listen, this is for the homeowner, not the person that lives in the homeowner's home or is staying at the homeowner's home. So most insurance companies, if you're using it as a profit center, they're going to require an additional policy or an additional blanket to your policy, especially in the liability insurance category. But if you only do this once or twice a year, most of the time a homeowner's insurance will cover that, just as if you went out of town and your cousin came into town and stayed at the property, it would cover anything he did. So again, you have to understand it depends on the policy, it depends on how the policy is structured, and if you're using it as a normal and continual profit center, or if you're just using it as a 1 or 2 time a year thing. But as a side note, I'm not an insurance agent, I don't work for one, and I don't play one on TV. You gotta make sure you check with your policy, check with your insurance provider to see what kinds of things they offer so that you can make sure you're covered. And I know a lot of people say, well, ignorance is bliss. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. Not here. Not if somebody trips and really hurts themselves and comes after you. It's not that way. You do not want that scenario. We want to make sure that we're covered and our guests are covered. Because again, if a guest comes and falls, it's going to take you out of the game if you're not covered. So we want to make sure we have the policy needed. And so you want to check with your policy holder to see what's available. And if you're using it as a profit center, more than likely, they're going to ask you to have an additional policy on your home. The second thing to understand, when you're listing on sites like Airbnb, and this is why I like to book through Airbnb versus booking through myself, Airbnb offers a $1 million insurance policy. So if somebody comes in and smashes your couch, they'll actually go after the guest on that, or they will cover that through their insurance. Your insurance, you have insurance through Airbnb. So if a faucet breaks open and it starts leaking all over, ruins some flooring, the policy from Airbnb could cover that. And again, you want to check with the policy in Airbnb, make sure there's been no changes and no updates. But Airbnb offers a $1 million blanket policy on anybody listing through their site. Now, it's really important because a lot of Airbnb hosts like to connect with the guest on them, then take them off so they don't have to take those fees out. And we've certainly done that, but you have to understand, once you pull them off of Airbnb and book directly through you, you don't get that insurance coverage and you don't get that buffer. So then it's all on you and it's all on your own policy. So don't make a move like that unthinking, oh yeah, he came through Airbnb. No, he did not. He didn't book through Airbnb. Therefore, the insurance doesn't apply to that stay. So the very first thing you want to do if you put your property up on Airbnb, especially if it's an individual home, you have to get some sort of policy most likely on your property if you're going to use it as a profit center. If you're only going to do it once or twice a year, probably not so much. However, if you buy a property and the sole purpose is Airbnb, you'll have to get insurance on that property, but you'll have to tell your insurance agent that's what you're doing with the property. Then they'll create a policy that wraps and covers all of that. So the power of having a policy like that is it will cover anything that happens in the property. It'll make sure you're safe as you rent your property. And again, the video is brought to you by the Real Estate Ignition Inner Circle. If you're interested in Airbnbs, you're interested in getting more real estate, raising private capital, and starting to build the real estate game in your life, then make sure you click that link below, hop on the phone with our team, see if you're a good fit for the Inner Circle, and you could come in with our experts and we can really help you get to the next level. I can't wait for our team to chat with you on the phone. And also, make sure you stick around and hit a bunch of our videos. We have a ton of content aimed at helping you get to the next level. I'll see you in the next one.